The Journey of the Pilgrims, a tale of courage and community. Hello, young historians. Today, we're traveling back in time to meet a group of brave individuals known as the Pilgrims. Get ready to explore their incredible journey to America. Our story begins in England over 400 years ago, in the early 1620s. Picture a small village full of cobblestone streets and simple homes. The Pilgrims are part of a religious movement called the Puritans. They sought to live by their beliefs, without interference from the government or church officials, but life was quite difficult for the Puritans in England. Can you imagine being told how to practice your faith? They felt it was important to worship freely and live according to their values. So they made a bold decision to leave their homeland in search of a new beginning. The Pilgrims, led by figures like William Bradford and William Brewster, decided to journey to the New World, America. As they set off, they left behind their homes, friends, and everything familiar. How do you think they felt about leaving everything? Excited? Scared? A mix of both. They embarked on a ship named Mayflower. It was a rough voyage across the Atlantic Ocean, filled with challenges like turbulent weather and limited supplies. The journey lasted 66 days. Can you imagine being on a ship for more than 2 months? During the voyage, the Pilgrims had to work together, sharing tasks and supporting one another. They faced hardships, including seasickness and cramped living conditions. What do you think would help them stay positive during such a tough time? Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they spotted land in November of 1620. The Pilgrims landed at what we now call Plymouth, Massachusetts, but it wasn't their intended destination. They were originally aiming for the Chesapeake Bay area. Standing on the shore of this new land must have been a mix of hope and uncertainty. What would you want to discover first? The land was wild and unfamiliar, with dense forests, mountains, and streams. They faced the daunting task of establishing a new settlement. They quickly realized they needed to build homes to survive the harsh winter ahead. Can you imagine what it was like to build a house with no power tools and limited time? With determination, they built homes from wood and thatch. But that was only the beginning. They also had to find food and learn how to farm in this new environment. The Pilgrims planted seeds, including corn and squash, but they faced many challenges. What do you think would be the hardest part about starting a new life in an unfamiliar place? In their quest to survive, the Pilgrims encountered the Wampanoag, a Native American tribe that had lived in the region for centuries. The Wampanoag taught them vital skills about hunting, fishing, and farming, sharing their knowledge of the land. Doesn't that show the importance of cooperation and learning from others? Asterisk, in the fall of 1621, the Pilgrims celebrated their first successful harvest with a feast. This event included not only Pilgrims, but also members of the Wampanoag tribe. It lasted 3 days and featured different foods like wild turkey, corn, and even seafood. What would you want to eat at such a big celebration? This gathering has come to be known as the First Thanksgiving. It was a moment of unity, showing how different cultures could come together to share and be grateful. Today, we often celebrate Thanksgiving with our families and friends, remembering the values of community and gratitude that the Pilgrims displayed. Now, let's take a moment to reflect. What is one thing you are grateful for in your life? It's important to appreciate what we have, just like the Pilgrims did so many years ago. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening adventure with the Pilgrims. If you enjoyed learning about their journey, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting stories from history. Remember, the story of the Pilgrims teaches us about courage, community, and the importance of being thankful each and every day. Until next time, young historians, keep exploring and asking questions about the world around you.